Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for June the 12th. I'm going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and the other cards are going to be for each sign. Let's jump in. Okay, overall energy, 10 of Wands showing up in reverse. 10 of Wands in reverse just talks about, it talks about a couple of things. It could be that we're not taking responsibility for something. We could be projecting responsibility onto somebody else. And it also can talk about the idea of not having some type of responsibility in our lives that we're not doing today. Sometimes that happens because we forget about it. Sometimes it happens because we don't need to for whatever reason. So we'll see how it plays out for every sign. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Okay, Aries, you're up first. Princess of Wands. What's going on here, Aries? Aries, there's something going on with you today that you're feeling pretty excited about moving forward with, and we like it. There may have to be a little bit of reshuffling of priorities showing up here too with this Ten of Wands in reverse. You may be rescheduling something that you were going to be doing today so that you can focus on this thing that you're feeling pretty excited about. Or you could be actually like giving this responsibility to somebody else, letting somebody else completely handle it too. All right, so that's Aries. Next up, let's look at Taurus. King of Swords showing up here, Taurus. I think this is actually talking about somebody in your sphere of influence who is being grumpy or moody. This is basically my adult fit thrower. And we see that this person, because of their mood, is not actually holding up their end of the responsibility of something that you have planned for today, or that they normally do, because they're basically having a fit. Yippee for you. Blech. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. 9 of Wands showing up in reverse with that 10 of Wands in reverse for the overall energy. 9 of Wands in reverse is just telling me that there is something that is taking you by surprise. You may not have realized that you had this responsibility. This is the kind of thing that can come up like if you have a schedule at work and you have all your hours written down and then somebody changes the schedule but nobody bothers to tell you. Could be something like that going on. But definitely there's some kind of responsibility that you're not fulfilling today because you're surprised by the idea that you have that responsibility at all to start with. Okay, next up, let's look at Cancer. 3 of Swords showing up in reverse with the 10 of Wands coming up in reverse as well. Cancers, I feel like you may be doing some type of emotional healing today, and you may be taking a day off of work, or you may be not getting everything done that you would normally get done because you're focused on doing some type of healing emotionally. Ba-da-da, it's distracting you, but it's a good thing. Leo, 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 Leo. 2 of Swords. You're making a very conscious decision today to put down some type of responsibility that you normally would carry. So you're deciding, hey, I need a breather, I need some time off, I need some time away from this. So putting down that responsibility. Virgo. Ace of Wands coming up in reverse, along with that 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so Virgos, I think there's something that you normally would be doing today as far as a responsibility, but you just really are feeling very apathetic about it or just don't have the energy to do it. And so you are letting this go. All right, so that was Virgo. Next up, let's look at Libra. Libra is Hanging Man showing up in reverse. Okay, so with this 10 of Wands showing up in reverse as well, there's some type of responsibility that you're not taking care of today that you normally would. But with the Hanged Man in reverse, I think you're doing something today that you've been kind of waiting to do for a while. And you have a good window of opportunity to do that today. And so you're letting this go while you cover this new opportunity that you've been waiting for. Scorpio, Scorpio. Okay, Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. What's going on here? Scorpios. I think that we're not really, with this overall energy and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I think that we're not really taking responsibility for our own self-care. We are putting other people's needs in front of ours. And so the responsibility that we're dropping is actually the responsibility to ourselves today. Let's not do that. If we notice that energy coming in, let's avoid it. Let's take good care of ourselves. Sagittarius, Prince of Cups showing up for you guys. Okay, so Sagittarius, kind of the opposite of Scorpio, actually. Looks to me like you are participating in some type of romantic activity, or you are doing some self-care, some self-pampering, something like that. And because you're doing this, you're not doing some type of responsibility that you would normally take care of. So, I don't know, maybe you're ordering dinner in and normally you would cook for the family. Something. Something. That's just one example. There's lots of ways that that's going to manifest in everybody's life out there. Capricorn, what do we have? What do we have? Capricorns, you guys have the Hermit card showing up. So Capricorns, this tells me that you're sort of pulling away from other people today, paying attention to yourself, looking more at what makes you tick, what are your priorities, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, all that good stuff. And I think that as you're pulling away to take a look at that, I think that there's some type of responsibility that you're letting go of that you normally would be handling today. Okay, so that's Capricorn. Next up, let's look at, who is this? Aquarius. Nine of Pentacles showing up in reverse along with our overall of the Ten of Wands. Aquarius, I think there's something that you really felt like you needed to do today that is not happening because either you don't have enough financial aid to do that or financial resources to do that, or you don't have enough people around you to actually do whatever this responsibility is. So something getting dropped just because there's not enough finances or not enough people to actually accomplish whatever this responsibility is. Looking at Pisces. Prince of Wands showing up in reverse. Is this you, Pisces? No, it is not. Good, good. All right, so Prince of Wands in reverse just tells me that you've got somebody in your sphere of influence that normally handles some type of responsibility that impacts your life, and they are just sort of wandering off because they have been distracted by the next new shiny thing. And so they are letting down on this responsibility and not actually fulfilling it because they're off chasing a new thing, basically. All right. So be ready, be prepared to do what you need to do to pick up that responsibility in their stead since they're not. All right, so thank you guys so much for being here today. I do appreciate it. Looking forward to working with some of you personally later on, and the rest of you I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.